Hey everybody, how are you? This is the intro to my podcast. Sorry for the slow delay. I don't know if we're going to keep that. Get to it. But it's kind of funny. You're like, what's happening? I don't know. Anyways, I'm coming to a city near you. I said that bad. Wrong. Marco Island, Naples, Florida. February 2nd, I'll be off the hook. Tampa, Florida, or Tampa adjacent. Wesley Chapel. February 3rd through 6th, followed by Escondido. And then Las Vegas, Houston, Plano, Texas. Fucking, my website is down, but craigconant.com/shows is still up, and that's the link in my bio. I don't know what happened. Mercury's in retrograde, or I didn't pay my bills or what, man, but it's not working, and I don't know how to fix it. Look at me. How the fuck am I going to fix my website? You know how to fix a website? Chris, save me, please.
All right.
He's the best. Hey, go to a show, buy a hoodie. I love you. Even if you don't. Just a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day in the neighborhood. Would you be mine? Oh, hello. Are we rolling?
Yes.
Did you get that?
Yes, I did.
Oh, you're a saint. Christopher Lund. Oh, Christopher. I was trying to do that voice that, you know, you're Christopher Robbins. Oh, Christopher, don't do that.
That's pretty good.
Oh, I am a voice. Hello. I got no notes. I'm just kidding. This is the most prepared I've ever been in my life. It might be the longest solo podcast I've ever done. I got a lot of stories. Holy shit. First of all, Phoenix, you were fire. More and more people keep coming to my show. I get nervous. I'm like, I'm a caca. And then God is like, no, you're not. No, thank you, Rick Bronson and Tammy McPherson, House of Comedies. They're the first club to give me all the clubs. And they're fucking awesome. They treat you like family. They're like, dude, you want food? You want water? You want to bring your own opener? I'm like, you guys don't. You treat me like family and not like I broke in, not like I kicked in the door, and it was just so dope. I mean, we had like 140, 120 on a Sunday. Usually Sunday, you know, after 6 shows. I mean, you know, I'm not fucking. I don't know why I said I'm not Gilbert Godfrey. I don't know. I'm a fan, but I don't think he's been relevant since the early 90s. But anyways, he's a genius. I love him. I'm not taking no shot. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. I don't know why I said that. You know. Anyways, that's the name that popped in my head. I'm fucking weird, man. I should have said, you know, who sells out? Andrew Schultz. Anyhow. Good. And then Saturday, first show was damn near sold out. Yeah. It was good. It was so fun. Oh my God. Phoenix, you are fire. And House of Comedy. Thank you. But the reason I was singing It's a Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood is because I woke up this morning at 7:30 I was angry. Anyways, Mr. Cat didn't come home, and it's happened 3 times before, and every single time he gets kidnapped by a neighbor. And this one guy had kidnapped him before, and I didn't know where he lived, so I was so worried. So I was out last night, flashlight, you know, Mr. Cat whistling, because he's like Lassie. I whistle, he comes. He comes. And he never, you know, I don't even know how many years. In the 3 years I've had him, he always just comes with my whistle. It's weird. It's uncanny. I love it. And so I'm whistling. He's not coming. So, of course, I go to fear, and I'm like, fuck. I don't think he got ate. I think he got kidnapped. He always gets kidnapped. He's pretty safe, you know. And then... So I'm banging on this dude's door like last night, because I didn't know where he lived, but the neighbor, I was like, hey, you seen a cat with a bow tie? I look like such a tweaker too. Hey, you seen a cat with a white collar and a bow tie? He's handing out fucking hors d'oeuvres. You got a little bacon scallop wrap from my cat? That's my guy. I'm asking people in the dark with the flashlight. I'm in sweats, you know. I look like this. Fucking, hey, you seen a cat? Like, yeah, there's cats everywhere, man. But no, the bow tie. That's my guy. He's got a cocaine problem. It's fucking. And people, it's funny because people are like, oh, the guy with the nasal problem. I'm like, yeah. He's not sick. He's got rhinitis. He's got rhinitis, man. So I'm banging on this fucker's door because he kidnapped my guy before, and now I know who he is and where he lives, and he's not answering. So then I go to bed like, you know, with fear and anger, and I'm waking up middle of the night just thinking like, what am I gonna say to this motherfucker? I'm like, don't be mean. There's a shot. He's not in there, and oh boy, I woke up 7:45, set an alarm. I went to that fucker's house. I hit my own head right there. Did you see that? I'm banging on his door like the fucking police. He's not answering. I'm looking at every window. I'm going like this. I'm fucking rattling the handle. I'm trying to break in. I'm like, hey man, my cat in there? I'm banging on the windows, bro. I bang on 4 windows and his door. Fucking bam, bam, bam. Damn near breaking it, and he you know, I woke him up. It was pretty early, and he opens the door, cracks it, you know, and he's still scared because I would be too. He's like, what? I was like, hey man, my cat in there? And he's like, no. And I was like, you sure? And he's like, no man. I was like, oh, now I feel like an asshole. I was like, well, I'm sorry, I'm frantic right now. He didn't come home last night. He always comes home. I just whistle. He comes home, and usually when he doesn't comes home, he gets kidnapped. And I was like, I know it was you one time, motherfucker. And I was like, all right. And then we left awkward. And then I'm running up and down the block. This is morning now. All the morning joggers. I live by the beach. A lot of happy fucking people. And I was not one of them that day. Oh, don't let me forget. I got to talk about how happy I was in Arizona. And I'm asking jogger, hey man, same shit. You seen a cat? A little better in the morning, let me tell you. At nighttime, not so much. And then everyone's like, oh, I was like, yeah, the bow tie. And they're like, oh yeah, I see him all the time. I was like, yeah. Where is he? You know. Anyways, so I'm hooting and hollering up and down the block. I put all these flyers up. I just let you know how I'm taping them to mailboxes. Fucking street sweeping signs. Hopefully my cat sign got you out of that ticket. If you take a picture, I couldn't read it. That was a Mr. Cat sign on top of it. Take a picture, take it to court. Fuck the system. To a certain degree, we need the system. They need to organize. You need law and order, but also they abuse us. You know what I'm saying? I like law and order, but hey man, get off me for this fucking seatbelt ticket. It's my life, bitch. If I want to die, I want to die in a car wreck. That's my choice. Anyhow, so now I'm fucking stapling these signs up and down the block, just frantic. Like I felt like that Angelina Jolie movie when she lost her kid. Where's my baby? Where's my baby? The fuck was that called? It was a horrible movie. They just stole kids, and it was like a thing that happened, and they just dismissed mothers. You're crazy, and they sent them to the loony bin. Watch it if you want to be real sad and learn how fucked up our world is. The police were in on it too. You could trust them now, though. Anyways, some of them. There's good cops. Yes. There's also bad cops. Yes. Anyhow, so then I keep yelling, Mr. Cat, whistle. And I hear faint meows. It's driving me nuts. And I'm like, am I? I'm not on drugs. I mean, a little bit of weed, but am I on drugs? Like, am I hallucinating this? Like, do I want to hear him crying because I'm so scared that I lost my fucking cat that I love so much? And I'm like, no, I heard it. And then it was so faint. I was like, no. And then Sadie's running up and down the block helping me. Not as much as me, though. She only joined about 15 minutes. And then she's like, no, I heard it too. I'm like, where the fuck is it? So now I think he's under the house. So I'm going under the house. I'm shining the light under the house. And then I hear it in our home. I'm like, is he in here? And we check everywhere. He's not. And then I'm like, dude, he's upstairs. So my neighbor is the best neighbor ever on fucking earth. I love him. And he visits him, no problem, no beef. And he just probably left for work and didn't know he was in there because he goes to sleep in the closet and shit, and just shut the door. And then I'm calling him like, hey, my cat's in your house. You got like a hide a key? I got to get him out. He had a veterinary appointment for his worms because he's the dirty bastard. And I was like, they're going to cancellation fee my ass $50, and I got to get those worms out of him. I love them. I give him gummy worms, but those are different. Anyways, that's just me being stupid. And And then I opened the door and it smelled like cat piss in there a little bit. So I'm sorry, but maybe check your closet next time before you go to work, sir. And that was my morning. I had a fucking audition that I got sent last night at like 9 p.m. I was so high. I was like, I can't do it now. And I was like, I'll get up early and do it. But then I was chasing the cat around. And then I usually hate auditions because they're just fucking awful and I suck at them. So I've been known not to turn them in for, usually just self-sabotage, self-hatred reasons. But this time I actually had like some legit shit, but I still feel like an asshole. I don't even want it anyways. They go, you got to get your booster. I'm like, oh, the booster? First two didn't work, motherfuckers. Third time's a charm. Anyways, everything's going to hell in the handbasket. So I got my cat back. I'm a happy guy. But back to Phoenix. I forgot. I was so happy there for so many different reasons. You know what? Making money makes you happy. Well, when you came from poverty and poor. I was cash advancing for like 4 fucking years, dude. And I made some money on merch. I was slinging that shit like a motherfucker. It was so dope. And I was with my buddy Zane Helberg. He's been on the podcast 2 times. Great guy, funny dude. And we were just talking like happiness is all perspective. Because we were just saying, we were talking about when we met each other 5 years ago at a cafe at Venador on Sunset Avenue where you had to pay $6 to do 5 minutes. Maybe $5. I don't know. Whatever. You had to pay money to perform stand-up in front of 6 other comics that didn't want to hear a word you had to say. And one barista. And some poor soul that just went in there to order a cappuccino. And now they got to hear you talk about your mama's fat ass. And you're just barking like, am I right? Yeah, I'm right. Get the banh mi sandwich. It's good. It's good. I had a banh mi sandwich from Venador Cafe. It was the best thing I ever ate. And then I ordered it the second time, and it almost gave me food poisoning. I was like, oh, how about a little bit of consistency? But we were just so happy because, he was down and out. He was an old junkie, too. I was old junkie, alky. He's got like 9 years sober. Hundo, though. He fucks with the CBD, but that don't count. And I was trying to get him to smoke weed with me and come. And he's like, nah, man. I was like, pussy. I'm just kidding. I would let him hit it though. I would have. I posted that clip about sobriety with Lachlan Patterson, the one that went pretty viral on the Facebook books. In the comment section, everyone has so many opinions. Mm-hmm. Like, holy shit. Just everything is a large spectrum, and different shit works for different people. And my thoughts on it. I think marijuana is of godsend. It helps you, but of course you can ruin anything. And I like to ruin things, and that's why there's a pipe and a lighter right there. So I'm gonna do about 45 sober, and then I'm gonna take a puff and see where we go. But that will be the only hit I take because I have a show later. And we know how that goes. And I hate that how like the rest of the day is like, I'm grateful for the show. It's a sick lineup, but I'm like, man, if I didn't have a show, I could just keep smoking. But then it got me in trouble with the last night because if I wasn't high, I could have done the audition last night. So it was my fault. But it was 9 o'clock. I didn't have a show. I was in my fucking nights, I love sweats now. I don't know how I didn't own sweats until this pandemic, but I never owned sweats or sweat shorts. Fantastic. Nobody told me.
Because your jeans are pretty comfortable. You got that.
Well, now, yeah, G-Star. These are stretched. They're like elastic. I got yoga jeans. It's fantastic. Yeah. We were very happy in Arizona. The fucking tools, the tricks work. I was so happy I stopped doing my morning pages because I was like, I don't need them. And then I lost my cat, and I was like, maybe I need my morning pages back. Nah, but there's just so many tools out there. You know, I'm all about that shit. I got this bottle of wellness formula. This isn't like Tranquil Mind, but I was in Phoenix, and I believe it was spiking there. Not that I'm afraid of getting sick. I just don't want to deal. Nobody wants to get sick with, like, I'm just not afraid to die. And these things helped a great deal to thwart off illness, because I'm sure I was around it. And we fine over here, baby. Becca, actually, from Chatty Broths, told me to get that, and I did. No discount code, no sponsorship, just immunity boosters. I'm gonna get flagged for that. You promoting natural health? We don't own God. We can't have that. Natural immunity, go to hell. Don't eat your mandarins. We don't want you getting fiber and vitamin C. Drink our Ecto Cooler High C. It's got vitamin C added from us. Chemical warfare.
That stuff is good, though.
I was just sleeping, holding my pistol today. It's so good. I had you know what I mean? I mean, just laying in bed. I was awake. I just got a text. I texted a group chat of some comics. I was just sleeping with my hand on my pistol. I was thinking about shooting my neighbor that stole my cat, but he didn't steal him, you know, so I couldn't shoot him. Anyways, I know that sounds weird. I know, but anyone who listens to me knows what I'm a fucking about. I got a heart, a solid gold, baby. Peace and love. But I want like a John Wick closet with all the guns, all the Terran tactical fucking Benelli, you know, pump shotgun and machine guns and Glocks and fucking pocket pistols. A little Derringer I put on my garter belt when I'm hooking. You know what I'm saying? I want all that shit, but I want to harm no one. I want to harm no one ever. And I just want that shit. That shit's dope. Look at this, a Benelli. You fucking shoot your spaghetti with this shotgun. Hey, a Benelli. How's your noodles? It's got a bunch of holes in it. Okay, I guess these notes might go all over the place. What did I say right there? I don't know. Might go all over the place. Maybe I should start smoking weed again. I said this on stage because it was so true. Sometimes I get more animated and my mouth moves more than the words that come out of my mouth. And I felt like I was like those old kung fu movies that me and Wu-Tang Clan watch, you know? And like, it's like, oh, but I'm speaking my own English, but it looks like that, you know? Michael Winslow used to do that. Is that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah. On fucking Police Academy. Bobcat Goldthwait. God damn it, I love you. I think I weirded him out because I told him I loved him so much. He's like, all right, man. It's like, I fucking hot to trot, man. Hot to trot. I also just watched The Greatest Dad Ever again with Robin Williams. Oh, my God. Such a dark comedy. I love it. Written and directed by Bobcat Goldthwait. The Greatest Dad Ever. Watch it. You're welcome. Anyways. Oh, so at the Phoenix shows, there was this dude who had a Super Bowl ring. Chicago.
I saw that, yeah.
Yeah, and then he's like, you want to wear it? And I didn't really want to. He was actually persistent, like, nah, here, man, here. And I was like, all right, dude, it's funny, you know. Yeah. I was like, I got a Super Bowl ring on my finger. And then he didn't say it, and I didn't say it, because I don't like joking like that. And he said, like, some staff or comic, I don't remember, but someone was like, he's going to run with it. And I was like, no, I won't. And he's like, I don't care. I got my Ruger. And he said that while I'm on Insta story.
Yep.
And you could see my face light up. I was like, this motherfucker's got a gun behind me, and it made me happy. I went, you packing? He's like, oh, yeah. And I was like, that's awesome. God bless America. It's dope. It's dope. Because he's a good guy. You know what I'm saying? And get the fuck out of here, you peaceful warriors. If there was no guns in the world. No shit. If there were no guns, there'd be no shootings. No shit. But there are. There are. And mostly bad people have them. So I want good people to have them too because of psychopath lunatics. If there was none whatsoever, I'd get it. And I mean none. The government can't have them, but we can't have them. Zero. It only works if there's zero. Otherwise, everybody's got to get them. I would prefer zero. I don't like death. No one wants fucking that shit. Super Bowl ring dude packing a Ruger. Check. Let me put that down. Nate. Oh, this is just funny. Because me and my lady were sucking each other off pretty good yesterday. And I'm pretty good, you know, and it was good. It was a good time. We both were very happy. And I don't know if I'm supposed to talk about this. I was about to say she's good too, but I was like, oh fuck, what am I saying? Like I'm promoting this shit. And but it was just funny because then we started talking about how most guys are so bad at it at the beginning. I was so bad. I remember early on, girlfriend, and her just grabbing my head and being like, stop being so wild. Because I was like, ah! I didn't know. But then, and I don't think she even told me. I just figured it out. It's like, dude, just fucking stay at the top, you guys. There's a cheat code button at the top. Focus on that. Be gentle. Some not so much, you know. Some are sensitive. Some you could rub it like a fucking Xbox video game, you know. They fucking spray your face. It's fantastic. Immunities. Fuck your booster. I got sprayed by a stranger. I got sprayed. Fucking first time I ever got sprayed. I didn't know. She didn't tell me. I was like, ah! I was like, you fucking tell me. I'll love it. You fucking. I was just caught off guard, you know. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to react that way. It's that you're pissing on me. Christ. Yeah, just stop. Guys at first don't know how to go down on girls. Yeah, we don't. Stop being so wild. Yeah, that's it. I check notes. I got notes. I got notes full. Look at this. Grsh,
oh wow,
grsh.
yeah.
I told you. Yeah, fucking. That was hilarious. I felt really dumb too. I thought I was doing a good job. I'm like going, you know, and they're like, stop. What are you doing? You just spun around down there. 360. You ever had a fucking 360 slam dunk pussy lick? They're like, man, how old are you? You know? Oh, this is hilarious. On the drive home from Phoenix to LA, we just did the show Sunday night, drove back, got in at like 3, 4 a.m. Also, we're saying how insane that is, you know. But we're not going to stay there and drive home in the morning. You waste the day, you know. And then we stop at this gas station. It's like fucking 3 a.m., whatever, Blythe, I don't know, in the middle of nowhere. And this gas station attendant was funny, dude. We're like, can we use the bathroom? He goes, $5. He's a Mexican fool. And I was just like, man. I was like, I can't tell if you're joking or trying to fucking loke up on us, bro. And then he smiled, like, I'm just kidding. And then we ended up chopping it up. And this motherfucker was hilarious. And his words, not mine. He's like, man, I had these 2 lesbians in here, and they were high on Molly, and they wouldn't fucking leave. They just fucking were hanging out for 35 minutes. And I'm like, man, you're in a gas station fucking shop. What are you doing? You know, grab the Funyuns and get out, you know? And I was just cracking up, dude. I was like, oh yeah, the interesting people you must get at late hours and that type of, woo. It was hilarious. What else did he say? He's saying a gang of shit. Everything was inappropriate too. And I was just smiling. I was like, I should have you on my podcast. You get canceled, not me. Oh, that fucking too many notes about eating vagina. Once I figured it out, I was like, just lick the top. And I was like, oh, that's so easy. It's so much easier than what I was doing. Those 360 slam licks. Give me a break, bro. Oh. So my sister has a facial and holistic, you know, natural stuff, medicines, good stuff, right in the Village, Redondo, Hollywood, Riviera Village. If you need facial, South Bay peeps, hit me up. But she came over, and me and Sadie checked out her shop, and then we were riding bikes to the beach, and me and Sadie got those new Pimp Mac Daddy fucking Schwinns, and we gave my sister the loner Schwinn, the old herkity crickety, and we were talking about how for my sister's birthday, like 15 years ago, I spent $450. This is 15 years ago on an Electra Hello Kitty bike, like to the nines, bro. Cutest bike on earth. Still gets compliments to this day. It's a little rusty and it's missing a fender now, but and the tire has Hello Kitty print, not like tread. The tread is Hello Kitty, like cookie cutter print. So if you ride in the sand, it leaves a little Hello Kitty print.
Oh, that's cool.
It's the cutest shit on earth. I bring that up because we were eating in Hermosa on the beach, and where I've been arrested 2 or 3 times, and for various reasons, and none of it was my fault. And then my sister's like, brought up the bike, and I forgot. It's like 15 years ago, and she's like, yeah, you gave it to me for my birthday, and Nicole was supposed to pay for half, but then she never did. And I was like, oh yeah. And I remember like calling Nicole, like, hey, this is Hello Kitty bike, and Cynthia is a cult Hello Kitty fan, you know, and it was like, it would be the best gift on earth. I was like, want to split it with me? And she's like, yeah. And then I was like, hey, you know, and I was like, this bitch owes me fucking $225. That's like $500 with inflation in the last 2 months alone. I'm like, what the fuck? Fucking shit, man. And I forgot, you know. Some things are best let forgotten. Because now I'm like, hey, man. Fucking that was, whatever. Probably saved me from blowing it on Oxycontin at that time anyways. Nicole, I'm going to send you a Venmo request. For $225 plus tip, you know, for that back pay, that interest. Oh, that was the funniest thing ever. I told you I'm all over the place, but that perspective shit. When Zane was saying how he was a fat drug addict, he lost a lot of weight, he's got a big titty wife, his third wife. Okay, bro, okay. How about you just date, huh? It's his wife's third husband, too. I'm like, good luck with that one. Anyways, they're a lovely couple. I think it'll work out. And what the fuck? I already forgot. Oh, that perspective shit. Because we were just saying how low we used to be. I was like, bro, you know, you forget. At the beginning of this pandemic, I used to do dishes in my bathtub. You understand me, guys? I hate using myself as an example, but it's just true. Obviously, there's much better success stories, you know, than mine. They went from darker places to higher heights. But I know my story, and first of all, from a junkie drug addict living at home with the mama with scabs on his nutsack, and nobody wanted to fuck with me. Nobody. Not my friends, not my family. They're like, oh shit, Craig's here. I'm like, where's your drugs? Wow. What you got? And from that to then the next level of pop, I was a studio apartment, no kitchen, doing dishes in my bathtub. That was a year ago, you know? That wasn't that long ago. I got that hoodie money. Oh, yeah. Life is good. When you focus on what you don't have, you're fucking angry. And when you focus on what you've came through, what you've gone through, and you're grateful for what you got, that's when you're happy. That's the only time I'm happy. And Kanye donned the album. That was then I don't even know the words. I've listened to it for 6 months straight. Let me tell you, if you know somebody that needs Jesus. Whatever you want, though. Could be a la Buddha. Could be that fucking rose bush outside your house. Put your nose in it. That's God in there. That's God. I used to do dishes in my bathtub, bitches. For 8 years. For fucking, you know what I mean? Not just a day. 8 years I did dishes in my fucking bathtub. I forget that shit sometimes when I don't think I deserve shit. I'm like, wait a minute, motherfucker. You drove to San Diego to do 10 minutes at an open mic at a cigar shop for $0. And you did dishes in your bathtub for 8 years. You deserve it. You deserve it. You deserved it before all those dues paid. But, you know, I'm more a earn it type of fella. I don't like too cocky motherfuckers. It's know your worth. Don't be over cocky. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. John Wick closet already. Oh, this is actually a problem. I got a fan base and I love y'all so much, and I mean that. You know that. You show up to my shows. You wear my hoodies. You wear my merch. You tell me that you love the podcast. People tell me that I help with their sobriety and shit, and I love that shit. That's my goal. But there's like super fans that become positive hecklers, which is the hardest thing to deal with on earth. You know, I'm doing my act, doing jokes, and they're just like fucking like positive, like, yeah, you know. But I'm like, and then I fucking love you, and I'm like, I'm grateful and I love you, but I'm in the middle of a joke right now, and you just stopped it, and you know. So it's so, and I can't tell them shut the fuck up, you know. Or, and it's hard, like anybody who's being a dick, it's easy to get jokes out of that because you're like, oh, that's an asshole. I don't know how to get a joke out of like, I fucking love you. And like, I'm doing a premise right now. I'm doing the setup. And now it's weird. And it's like, it's a weird thing that I'm grateful for. But I'm also like, hey, you know, shut the fuck up, you know. Oh, this is funny. I'm glad I wrote that down because I forgot this riff. It's just so funny, like a positive heckler. Like imagine Abraham Lincoln giving a speech, you know. He's like, 4 scars and 7 years. Fucking nice bush. I don't know. Let me redo that one.
Is that his beard or?
Yeah. I didn't write it. Hang on, let me see if I can remember it. Okay, rewind. Rewind. I do this on stage sometime. Hang on, I fucked that up. On the new bits, I'm like, we'll start it over. Yeah, just imagine Abraham Lincoln doing a speech going, 4 scores and 7 years ago. Nice fucking beard. Does it match your bush, Abraham? We'll leave it all in there. We won't even edit that shit. I was going to say chop the other part out, but they bombed both times. What's the fucking point? You got to keep trying, you know. Hey, Abraham, thanks for the wood. Didn't he chop down a tree? That's the other fucking wooden teeth motherfucker, huh?
Yeah, I get those
Thanks
confused.
for the cherries. Whatever he did. He did some stuff.
Because they call him Honest Abe. Is that because he can't tell a lie because he chopped down the cherry tree? Or was that George Washington? It all blurs
All
together.
of them did dark things, though.
Yeah.
You think, like, thanks for the Constitution. And Paul Mooney says some words I can't say. He's like, all men are created equal. He says another word, but he's like, get over here and let me use your back to write this on. And it's like, that's how it was, you know. It's fucked up. Goddamn, Paul Mooney was the best. And then, yeah, because Abraham did the largest public hanging in U.S. history, and it was all, like, Indians. He just hung, like, 42 of them at a public square. And you're like, oh, they don't bring that up now, do they? I don't know what the facts are, but look it up. He hung some Native Americans for defending their land that we invaded. Anyways, that's we got some happier notes here. One moment, please. One moment, please. One moment. Oh, my neighbor outside. You were here for that one, right? That was hilarious. Chris is a sweetheart, and he's like, there's a big dog out there. I was like, oh, no, that's the neighbor's golden doodle. He's a sweetheart. Also, the cats, like, whenever it's a threatening dog, they go, and they run inside. You could tell. If it's a golden doodle, they go, pa, 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 pa. They know. Oh, he loves me. He won't bite my head off. And so this guy's got this expensive-ass golden doodle, pure breed, and he said he wants to mate him with his cousin's or sister's golden retriever. I was like, oh, a golden doodle, that'd be so dope. He's like, yeah, but it's in the contract that we can't breed him because the breeders like want a monopoly on this breed, so it's in the contract you can't breed them and sell them. And you're like, what the fuck? That's such a weird law, because he was saying not law but contract, you know, like, hey, your dog can't fuck in the bushes out there, you better be watching him, better monitor that nutsack, you know. That was funnier outside. It's hard to recreate comedy. But it's true. Imagine that, you know. Your dog's fucking another dog. Hey, get out of there. It's in the contract. You're going to cost me a lot of money for getting your fucking rocks off. Henry. I don't know his dog's name. Oh, my father. I got some new bits about my dad. He's such a funny guy. I love my dad. I talk a lot of shit. I talk about a lot of shit about who I love and tell that to him. But it's just so funny. I was telling Zane this in Phoenix, like the polar opposites of my father on how he would teach me to be like a gentleman and like don't spit in front of a lady. You know, if you got to spit in public, spit on the grass, not on the sidewalk. People walk here. Don't be a rude asshole. No one wants to look at a loogie. You know, don't litter. I'll fucking fuck you up, you know. And then we'd be at the moose slide, be like, hey, look at this stripper's titties, you know. And it's like, it was just funny. Yeah, he's just a wild man. He's like, don't litter, but, you know, if you got a gun, don't tell the cops. And run. They're not fast. Oh, there's the tag I was looking for. God damn it. We'll do it a third time. I knew I wrote something about it, and I can't remember. That's why you got to write it down. All right. Third time. Hey, man, imagine Abraham Lincoln giving this speech being like, 4 scores and 7 years ago. And somebody is like, woohoo, nice beard. I'll play with that bush, daddy. That's what I wrote. There it is. It's hard to remember things. I got dropped on my head last week by myself. I dropped myself on my head. I hit my dick on the top of a parking meter and fell over and just cracked my skull. Don't do drugs, kids. Don't do drugs.
That was last week?
No, that was 8 years ago. But the dent's still there. I'll let you touch it later. Oh, that was awful. I felt myself. I went, oh, head trauma. We ate at this spot. I don't know how to talk about this. They're a small independent business, so I won't name them. But Zane and I ate at this breakfast restaurant, and the first day was the best experience we ever had. We're like, that was the best food. Server's nice. Everything's awesome. It was great service. So we're like, we'll go tomorrow. The next day, it's packed to the gills. They got a live band. They got a live band at breakfast. At fucking breakfast. And we're like, oh, this is awful. And then the food was gross and it was a little greasier than the day before, and I hated it. And we're just like, no one wants to hear fucking Sade when they're trying to eat huevos rancheros. You know what I mean? No one wants to hear tequila sunrise. Like, get the fuck out of here. That's outdoor shit. We're inside. It was so loud. Everyone's yelling, how's the eggs? I can't hear. I'm fucking coast to coast, LA to Chicago. Maybe this won't be the longest cat podcast ever. Cat. I like cats. Oh, that's interesting. We'll get to that. We'll talk about comedy because I know some comics listen to this shit. New Booty headlining, that shit is awesome. I get in my head because that was my third time to Phoenix, you know. I was like, I can't do my old shits too many times. So you get away with it 2 times. But what I did was, like, on the sold out show, now I know how to do it better too, so it comes out differently and there's different tags, so it's slightly different. On the 2 sold out show, or almost sold out, early show Friday, early show Saturday, those are usually the pack shows. Like, that's when I did like my album special shit and just ripped it, and it's like I don't need to look at the notes. I got it. It's like a well-oiled machine. Pop, 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 pop. But then, like, the new shit, like, people are like, oh, you're looking at your notes, it's so funny, like, you incorporate it in your act. I'm like, motherfucker, like, that's not an act. I can't. It took me 8 years to remember my hour, you know, or build it, and then 2 years to remember it. And then, yeah, the new shit, I'm like, no, I need this notepad. Like, you have no idea. I'm just like, oh, fuck, what's next? But I got little tricks that you play off it, and I look like this, and I smoke weed, so they think it's part of the act. But I'm like, nah, I forgot. sometimes I forget what I'm talking about in the middle of what I'm talking about because I'm exploring and fleshing out the bit. When you have a bit that's tried and true and developed, and you got like my claim to fame, the fucking throwing firecrackers at horses and allegedly with cops on top of them. I could tell that in the back of my head. It don't matter. I got it. I know it. But new bits, like, you don't know where you're going. You don't know where you're exploring punchlines and avenues, and you're like, I'll be in the middle of a new bit being like, where the fuck was I going with this bit that I am in right now? It's like, I really wish I wouldn't have dropped myself on my head that time. And it's just fun, though. It's fun to have the option to do that, because even last year I was like, now I have enough new stuff to where I could kind of wing an hour. And if I get in trouble, and the new shit is new shit, so sometimes it rips. It's ripping and dipping, and also it doesn't always come out the same. It's just how it goes for me anyways, and how I develop new bits. And then some audiences are on board. That's why those late shows in Phoenix, they were fucking magical. It was so weird, bro. You'll see. I gave you the footage, and it was just fun, just getting weird, loosey goosey, bro. So I love that. And then it feels cool to get hit up by a lot of up-and-coming comics, which I still consider myself an up-and-coming comic. And I guess I graduate. You hear Mr. Cat shooting out a snot rocket. I graduated a new booty headliner, but like the amount of guest spots that are asked, and I like want to help, but also it's stressful, putting a bunch of comics on your show before you have to do an hour. It's too. I want to let them in, and it's just guess. Yeah, Mister, come here. Guest spot etiquette. To the younger generation comics, I guess the best advice to give for that, and I still ask for guest spots, for sure. Mister, get over here, you little stinker. And just show up and hang out and be positive and have good energy and just like be about the show and just ask nicely if time allows. I'd love a guest spot, and no worries if not. Don't feel entitled to a guest spot, especially if I don't know you, or if I do know you, sometimes you do one show and I'm like, oh, that guy's funny. I want to give him a guest spot. I just can't do it first show. We're on a time crunch. Come to the later show. And it's good to ask, but it's the way you ask, because I got hit up a lot. And some motherfuckers were like, hey, let me get a guest spot on all your shows. I'm like, I've met you once, man. Also, I have 4 other homies here. And it's not that I don't fucks with you, but it's just like tread lightly. But you got to ask is my point. It's just how you ask. Once again, I've said this before, squeaky wheel gets the grease, but squeaky wheels squeak too much, they get hacked off with a hatchet out of anger, And it's good to ask because you get the grease, but ask in the correct manners. There's just etiquette to this game that I didn't know either in the beginning. I was, come on, you sucker. You motherfucker, you give me all this stuff. Come on, buddy. Oh, yeah, that's my guy. You know the etiquette. Yeah, you ask for guest spots, you go, meow. No, it's just, come on, stay with me. Oh, leave just like my father did when I was 12. He moved down the street. But yeah, I'm happy to have, because like if you get a lot of comics asking guest spots, it's a cool feeling. That means they fuck with you and your comedy. So I take it as a badge of honor, and I want to give out as many guest spots as I possibly can while still having a good show. And then another thing, like a couple of these motherfuckers. Not a couple, I can't name names, but like, come with the right energy, bro. Don't show up drunk, sad. I have a damn near sold out show. I'm in a good place. I'm happy. I got hoodie money. Don't give me your sad Sally shit. You bringing me down, bro. I feel bad for you and your circumstances, and I love you, and God bless you, and I wish you well. But don't bring me down with your Krabby Cakes down there. I'm vibrating higher, motherfucker. Ugh. Sad Sally's, man. That's fucked up because I've been there before and I know how it is, and I said it already, but I love you and I wish you well. But get that fucking dark energy away from me. I got some sunlight shining through right now, and I don't want that caca energy, you know? Ugh. Go, let's take a shower, bro. Get out of here. Fucking weirdos, man. Oh, this sounds like... Oh, yeah. Just etiquette, man. This sounds like the most fucked up shit ever. But, like, it's almost as if it's the military. Like, don't speak unless spoken to. And this wasn't about any of the comics. This is about one of my best buds, Zach. Although the comic name was Zach, too. Another Zach, a different Zach. My homie Zach. And he was saying... I haven't seen him in years since last time I was in Phoenix. So I was trying to chop it up with him, but I was about to take the stage, you know? And he's like, hey, man, you know, happy to see me. I'm like, I love you, and I want to chop it up with you all fucking night long. But right now, don't talk to me. I'm about to go do an hour, motherfucker. Like, come on. And it's just funny like that, where you seem like a rude asshole. Not, you know what I mean? Like, it's just hard. Like, when someone's getting ready to perform, it's like, no talking, you know. It don't. Like maybe like a fist bump, kill it. Like, that's it. It's a weird thing. It's like fighters do the same thing. It's weird. It's so weird that we do stand up. It's like, no, motherfucker, we're gonna go battle. We don't know what's gonna happen up there. Things can and have and will go wrong. We're trying to get in the right mental state, and you're being like, how you been? And I'm like, not now. I love you, but not now. After the show, yeah, and of course after we chopped it up all night, smoked some weed, had a blast. He knew I wasn't being a dick, but I was like, motherfucker. I told him exactly that. I was like, hey, man, I want to talk to you all night long, but not right now. Please shut the fuck up. I'm about to go up there. It was just hilarious. Maybe we'll bleep his last name. I don't know if he wants that. Oh, yeah. This is another. I had a lot of good thoughts. Like, I was conscious of recording my thoughts. This was like yeah. This was like the sad dude. I was like, hey, man, I wish you well. I hope you become the next Joe Rogan. But right now, get that caca energy the fuck out of here. You know, that's the truth. It's like, I can't. Onward and upwards, baby. Lead by example, I guess. That picture of the moldy fruit, I learned everything from memes and TikToks. I know it's not the best and I sound like a dumb fuck, but it's just true. Like analogies and shit. It was a picture of a D'Anjou pear. I love those. I'm a Bartlett guy, actually. But the D'Anjou pear was hanging from the tree and it was completely rotting and it was touching a healthy pear, but the part it was touching, it started to rot the healthy one. And it's just like, protect your energy. And I'm like, I know it's a pear and I know it's a meme and I know it's on TikTok, but there is truth in there. You got to protect your energy, baby. If motherfuckers don't fuck with you, then don't fuck with them. Peace. If you ain't about on elevating your life higher and onward and upwards, I'm done with that shit. Oh, cocaine booger. Get it. Film it. I didn't. He stopped. He gets these boogers. Blech. That's why I follow all those fucking stoics and positive mindset. I got a new positive mindset guy I've been following. He's so dope. Let's see if I can find him. Because it just helps, man. And it's true. It's just like, cut them out. You don't need that shit. This world is hard enough. Why you need a friend bringing you down? Just distance yourself from them. I had to break up with my first friend in comedy because he was just a toxic cancer that wouldn't stop fucking bringing me down. And it's real shit. Ooh, Spiritual League. That's a good one. Spiritual League. And yes, these communities get made fun of quite a bit. And I get it. I want to make fun. My girl's a witch. I love her. And I believe and love the shit she does. But yeah, I make fun of her. She's a fucking witch. It's hilarious. Anyone who rubs crystals on their wee-wees deserves to get made fun of. And I can't find him, of course. We'll provide the link. Oh my God. Fat asses and kittens. That's all I get. Fuck you, Nugget. Produce content, you know? I follow you for a reason. You share a lot of fun stuff. 10.5 million followers and you're still doing clickbait shit of titties being PS5 or me. You know I'm going to click like. Fucking crazy. Instagram will ruin the world. I can't find this guy. Anyways, my gangster cousin shared him. I've been listening to him. I followed him. He's dope. Everything he says is just truth juice. And there's another one, Spiritual Teachers of Our Time. I like the spirits. I know how I can find them. Following. Latest. Sorry, guys. It's important. It's good. Oh, no, I did earliest. I do everything wrong. Latest. Hustle Census and The Real Brad Leah. The Real Brad Leah. Just positive shit, man. Just no nonsense. Eliminate the bullshit. Laser focus. Focus on what the fuck you want. Whatever that shit is. I love it. I'm tired of in the muck. I'm over that. That was the first 35 of my life. We're trying to get that mama a camera. Why I say that mama? My mama. The fuck? How long we been rolling there, Tiger?
50 minutes.
Oh, wow. I still got 3 more notes. Oh, shit. No struggling. And we didn't smoke some dope yet. Okay. Vampires and energy suckers. Check. If you are an energy sucker, you need to find a shaman, do a little ayahuasca, and be like, oh, man, I suck. I'm bringing people down. Also, I've been there and I get it. So don't feel too bad about it. Just be conscious of it and get the fuck out. You could always turn it around. He turned it around. He was locked in jail earlier. I had to get you out. You little sucker.
It's got like a shark fin going on.
Yeah. Oh. Let me just tuck that. You go. Oh, it's gross. I know. I got a ringworm on my tongue. I don't know how. Craig's got parasites again. One time I had fleas. I legit had fleas. They go off in the shower,
Yeah.
Flea bath. And what are you going to do? Sometimes you get fleas, Yeah, you got a nice new bow tie. Yeah. Oh, that's my guy. Is he in the shot?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good boy. Get yourself a cat. I was a dog guy. I still am. You can love both. There's nothing wrong. It's not cats versus dogs. It's not improv versus stand-up. They're both fucking dope, everybody. Oh, yeah. Yeah. This is my guy. He always comes to me. He only snuggles me when I take a shit. That sounds like a joke. I swear to God. He just comes. He knocks on the door. I'll be pooping. I let him in. He stands on the squatty potty and I scratch his neck right here. He puts his nose right in the shitter. I'm like, bro, this sounds like the demons are in there. You know what I'm saying? No, don't play with the cord. That's electrical. Oh, mister, you're just so cute. Let me adjust your bow tie. Got it from the devil, Jeff Bezos at Amazon. Oh, yeah, sorry. Just pet this guy. I missed him. He didn't sleep with me. No. Nope. You guys pet your cat like this? This little guy, he's just love. Oh, yeah, you bring me out of the darkness, don't you? You and the old marijuana, huh? Oh, yeah, that's why I love you both so much. And that's why Sadie gets jealous. Why don't you treat me like your cat? Because you bring me down sometimes. Get off my back. He's unconditional. This is unconditional. You got conditions. Take out the trash. Take out the trash. Buy me dinner. Everybody loves their pets more than their significant other. What the fuck did I just say right there? Sniffy. You know what I was trying to say. All right. Now, a fan asked me for suggestions. He's like, do you take suggestions? And he wanted to know how I got started in comedy and that process. I've talked about it before, but it was so long ago. We'll talk about it again. And who influenced me. And my response was, hey, bro, my ego ain't that big yet. No, it won't be. I've been knocked out and I've been down too far to let it get out of hand again. Ugh. Anyways, I said, no, I love good suggestions. I hate the hater shit. You get those too. And you're like, be funnier next one. You're like, fuck off. I'm trying. And yeah, obviously. And I appreciate that. And I bust out. I got my paper with my notes. I know all my dates. Ooh, there's some good dope right there, too. This was the first showcase I did. I did the second one. So funny. I have my first comedy dates written on the back of the flyer. And then I was like, what the fuck is that? Clay pot, Margarita canis plant, Fragrance massacant a Warneckia lemon lime plant. I wrote down plant names. Crazy. Anyways, the first time I ever did stand-up was February 2nd, 2010. And then the second time was 10/22/2010, 8 months later. And then I took a stand-up class again, September 27, 2012. And so when I because I was doing improv all that time, that's why I would just touch stand-up. It's so scary. It's so scary. I went to the program all during that time. So I started in 2010. I started at the Second City in stand-up classes. Shit, maybe in 2009. Oh my God, I'm old. I'm getting there, man. And then when I took Jerry Katzman, September 27, 2012, that's a class. He's a lovely teacher. He's the one who taught me to really how to be a comic. Not that I do like the first teacher because it put me in the community. But Jerry Katzman, I could vouch for, and he's still doing the damn thing. And it was after that, then I got sober during his second class because I almost got kicked out of his first class because I was a bit of a druggy, alcoholic, troublemaker. And then came back second. And when I got sober, that's when it was all in 100%. And I also, this is an important date, 4/16/2012, I met Grant Lyon at UCB. And that's the motherfucker that said, you just got to go do it and stop being a pussy. And I listened. He used more highly intelligent words that were kinder than that, but that was the message. He's like, you just got to go do it. He's like, I drove 7 hours to do an open mic because I want to do an open mic. He's like, you got to go do it. And I listened. Thank you, Grant Lyon. And thank you to myself for listening to wise words when you hear them. That's important. I feel like I'm a dum-dum trying to spit back wise words, but they're not even mine. They're just shit that was told to me. And then I listen and it works. So I'm like, fuck. It works. I listened. Just listen. And then it says 2013 took Jerry Katzman again sober, and that's when I started hitting it hard for real. So 2010 is when the game started. 2013 is when, bam, sober Craig coming in hot. Thank God. Woof. Would have been pretty bad. And my influences are Mitch Hedberg, Richard Pryor, George Carlin. I used to listen to Mitch Hedberg every night and go to sleep to his album, as well as Richard Pryor. And I love storytellers. I'm a storyteller. Fuck to all the haters that say I steal from Mitch Hedberg. That motherfucker was a one-liner comic. I tell 8-minute stories. Yes, I was influenced by his persona, but he was influenced by every drug addict, long-haired, you know what I mean? Like, if you want to say that, be like, oh, he was influenced by Tommy Chong. Like, no shit, we're all influenced. I'm influenced by Wu-Tang Clan. I ain't no rapper. I just love them. I listen to them on repeat. You get influenced by them. There's a difference between influenced by somebody you love and stealing a joke. And that's why I'm like, oh my God. These comment section warriors. It's like, don't read the comments. I know I ain't no thief. And it's just also funny. They're like, well, he was first long-haired stoner stand-up. I'm like, was he? He was just the best ever to do it is what he was. So everyone, there's so many long-haired stoner dudes. Go back in time. It's fucking, since the beginning of time, there's always one long-haired druggy dude. I don't know who I saw first, but I was like, that's my people. That's my shit. That's my crew. It's also funny, I've talked about this before, but all long-haired dudes will, it's like Jeep guys. Jeep say hi to Jeep guys. Hey, what's up? You just get that glow. You know, we're on the same wavelength. It's like, fuck the system. To a certain degree, we're peaceful, hippie, love. I got a gun, but I got weed and a gold heart. Heart of gold. I said that the wrong way. See, Daisy? Mister, you're so cute. Yeah, so those were my influence. And I remember I like the old school motherfuckers. I got Sam Kinison on vinyl, George Carlin on vinyl, Richard on vinyl. The CDs I own were only Mitch Hedberg, Red Fox, and Richard Pryor. I like the old dead guys, you know. And then what's funny about that is before I got into stand-up, that's all I did was watch and listen to stand-up. And the second I started hitting stand-up hard for real, I stopped watching and listening to stand-up. I didn't want to get influenced too much. That's a thing. You want to be your own unique voice. And if you watch it too much, and also too so there are stand-up thieves that steal jokes on purpose and make money off it. And those are monsters, pieces of shit. Fucking, they deserve a little shiv in the shower. You know what I'm saying? But there's so many different, once again, everything's a spectrum and there's a gray area. You can hear a joke at an open mic and like 8 years later, you like think of an idea. You have no recollection of that shit. You know what I mean? And you be like, is that mine? And a lot of times, a lot of comics be like, you'll go to somebody who's been in the game 20 years. Have you heard this bit before? You know, and they'll be like, oh yeah, fucking Eric Griffin did it on this special Showtime. Be like, oh, thank you. You know, but we don't know. You can, as well as parallel thinking. If something happens right at the same time, I've talked about it when Neil Brennan had this genius bit and then he changed it for the worst. And I was like, why'd you do that? He goes, Seinfeld did it on TV. He did not steal Seinfeld's bit. It was parallel thinking. He's like, he's more famous. He gets it. Same thing happened so many times. And it's just, and then there's, of course, blatant abuse of it, like Mencia, where you're like, that's why he's still got a stain on his name. Amy Schumer was kind of caught pretty bad. Nothing really happened to her. White privilege. I don't really know. But there's a lot. There's too much. You know, I would dismiss a little bit here and there, but you watch those YouTubes and you're like, oh my God, that's all of it. So I don't know. I would love to give her the benefit of the doubt, but it was just too much. Anyways. Yeah, so there's many, many, many different things. And most comics, like most people are real. Like, it's like mafia. We want to have an honest sit-down conversation of what really happened to find out whether you get the shiv or if it was an honest mistake and we get chicken parmesan together. You know what I mean? It's true. So don't be so quick to be like, off with his head. If it's reoccurring, repeat offender, then yes, I agree, off with his head. But shit happens, man. It really does. It can all be an honest mistake. Like me banging on the guy that kidnapped my shit. He'd kidnapped him once. He deserved some bangs, you know. But then it was an honest mistake. I was like, hey, I'm sorry. How about some chicken parmesan? I'll put this blade away, you know. What a fucking lunatic I am. Also, all the openers in Arizona were awesome. Zane, I brought him, but we had this host, Mike Dapper. He was dope as fuck. And then he had a show Sunday night, and we got this fool, Luis. That fool was funny as fuck, and he had a gang of Mexican jokes. I told that fool. It was all the same shit, but different story, you know? He had all this material about his cousins in prison. I was like, hey, I got this joke about my cousin in prison. It was all love. It wasn't no like, you know, he's stealing my essence. No, he's Mexican. And his family's the same as mine. That's all that is. Nobody influenced nobody. He's got his family stories. I have my family stories. They are both hilarious. That motherfucker is funny as fuck. This fool Zac Efron, what the fuck was this fool's name? He was funny as shit. He's a long-haired hippie guy. Zach from Montana, you were hilarious. Oh, nice. Zach Allen, he just texted me because I was like, what was that fool's Lewis's name? He don't even Luis Alvarez. And my cousin's last name is Aviles. Very close. He kept telling stories. I'm like, are you sure we're not related, bro? The fuck? You know a baby bozo too? Free baby bozo. And yeah, it's just hilarious. Good motherfuckers. Oh, come on. I guess for content, get it out. Get that coke booger out. He shot a big old cocaine booger out on Sadie's sweats. I was like, Sadie, go look at your sweats. And she like, it's fucking. She's like, clean it up. I'm like, nope. I did. I cleaned it up, and then we sucked each other off. Yeah, but not that the vast majority of my listeners are comics. I know there's some. But the sayings are all true, and it goes with stand-up comedy to law. You want to be a lawyer? Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Go fucking do it, man. That's it. One foot after another. 12 years later, you could have a rental apartment and a Kia Optima. No, I'm very happy and blessed for what I got. And I hate that I just said I'm blessed. Only person allowed to say that is Bernie Mac. He goes, I'm blessed. He goes, it gets dark in the room when I whip it out. God damn, that man was funny. I wish he was alive. He would be he'd be popping off. He'd be Chappelleing it. He'd be fucking. And I think even more hardcore. That motherfucker was outspoken. He was so funny. Come on, Bernie, come back. Come back. Who's the next generation Bernie? We got some funny cats out there. Fucking Darius Bennett is gonna blow up. David Lucas, Derek Poston, Hassan Ahmad. Who else? We gotta shout out some females. Laura Bites, Steph Tolev. Some of these motherfuckers are already blown up. I mean, like, to household name shit. Deborah DeGiovanni. Oh my God, she's the funniest. Jessica Curson. Oh my God, these people. Sarah Hyland. Just so many. Audrey Stewart. The list is long. Yeah. ASMRNM. He stops when I try to put the mic up to him. That ASMRNM, whatever, ASMNR on the Twitch. I fucking hate that shit. Get the fuck out of here. You make me sick. What's wrong with these people? I only want to hear those noises when I'm listening to the Biggie album. You know what I'm saying? That's the only ASMR. If it ain't B.I.G. getting his dick sucked, I don't want to hear it. You don't know what I'm talking about? Listen to the Ready to Die album. Was it Ready to Die? What was his debut album?
Yeah, that one.
So long, yeah. Life After Death. And then he only had 3 albums. So sad. Fucking bastards. Haters. That's what that was. His light was too bright. Fucking, they had to put it out. Anyways, I'm noticing that a theme with our world. Born Again. That was it. Yeah, Ready to Die, Life After Death, Born Again. Notorious. We are. Anyhow. Well, I've been in a good place emotionally, mentally, and physically. I'm scared, God. When's my home going to blow up? I'm not used to this. Stability, rationality, peace. What? I'm sorry. I yelled at my neighbor for you. I came in a little hot this morning. Sorry.
Well, he probably won't ever do that again now.
No, he won't. The thing is, I don't mind Mr. Cat going to him and hanging out with him all fucking day. I don't mind. Don't feed him too much and don't shut the door on him. That's when I'm like, I'll fuck you up, bro. Like, what are you doing? I don't want to get in a street fight over a cat, but I will. Motherfucker. These people don't realize there's indoor, outdoor cats. And when you feed them, you fuck up. They come home for food. You give a dog bacon, I'm giving him fucking dog food. He ain't going to come home anymore. You gave him steaks. So knock it off. You giving him salmon. I got kibble. I can't compete with salmon, you asshole. He gets salmon on his birthday. It's expensive. We'll get there. Couple more hoodies. We'll get there. And yeah, I think that's about it. I love you all.
Oh, do you want to do the poop story?
Oh, yeah, of course. Oh, no. Maybe we'll save his. I have a poop story of my own.
Okay, yeah.
This one was humiliating. I travel a lot. You know, travel makes the old cement sludge system. Traveling's hard on the body. Anyways, I took 2 poo-poo teas, the elixir. I was like, I need to shit. I need to purge the demons. And then I did, and I took a couple, glorious, like, nice. And I thought I was done, but I took 2 poo-poo teas, 2 diarrhea teas. And then I was watching The Witcher with Sadie. She's laying on me, and I pushed out a big fart thinking it'd be funny. And it was like, I was like, oh no, it sounded bad. She was like, oh. And then I was like, I think I sharted. She's like, no, come on, I'm sitting on you. I'm sitting on you, And I was like, oh no. And then I try to sit there and be like, maybe I didn't. And then the smell got stronger, when it's too long, you're like, it's too hot down there.
Oh.
And then I just went to the bathroom and I said, I didn't shart. And then I took a shower and washed my underwear in the fucking sink. And I was like, she's like, why are you taking a shower then? I was like, oh, I just wanted a shower. I was greasy. We're like, we're watching The Witcher. You love this show. Henry Cavill is handsome. Yeah. No punchline. I'm over it. Now that I did it that last time, I'm over it. I'm done. I'm not pushing anymore. That's ridiculous. I had a spicy asshole. Showering. Fucking water on the ground's brown, like in the movies when they take a shower with blood shots and you see and one blood. One blood. It's a light brown river of shame and that little puddle of water in the bathtub at your toes. Ugh. I'm over shitting my pants. Took me 37 years, but I'm finally over it. I think we'll end there. God bless. And if you poop your pants, don't worry, Tyler Gronwald. We'll get to your story on the next one. I just had one. And keep your head up. Even if you shart on your lady. And you better make her come, because if you shart on your lady and you ain't making her come, she'll leave you. But I know what to do now. We ain't a wild whacker over here, you know what I'm saying? And, don't steal people's cats. Knock it off. I know he's dope, but he's mine. Don't touch. I mean, touch, but don't lock up. And, be good to your neighbor. Don't cuss at them at 7:45 in the morning and shake their handle trying to break in their home. I would have went in. That's how crazy I was. I was shaking it. Like, I know you're in there, bro. I saw movement. Whoopsie. It's my cat. It's family. Family first. Family first. Anyways, I love you all. Keep your head up. It's getting better. People are winning. UK's backing off. Getting over the bullshit, coming back, living in a free society, hopefully. Say no to fear, say yes to love, baby. Watch some Bill Hicks, George Carlin, Rich Pryor. You'll be all right. You'll be all right. I love you all. Thank you for showing up to my shows. I see you. I see you out there. God bless. Oh, when does this come out? What do we got next? We got Florida. It'll come out right then. So when this comes out, I will be in Naples, Florida, Wesley Chapel, Florida, followed up by Las Vegas, right?
Yeah.
Nice. Go to a show. I'll promote those up top. Rate, review, like, subscribe. We're finally moving. I don't know. Let's wait till the dust is settled. Just kidding. I don't like jinxing shit, And, I just love, baby. Go fucking get a cat. I don't know. Peace.